y'all, Claire Wild Angels podcast here. I'm Clara.
I'm Angeline.
I'm Lottie. Today we are here with a realistic doll castle, princess doll castle.
Oh, this is my most proudest build moment.
Is it?
It is, because you know what? Normally I'm very much a stickler for where I would live or what I would want to do. I've never built a castle before, and then meanwhile, I wouldn't want to live in it because it doesn't have one side of it. But at the same time, if you put a screen down, it'd be pretty cute to stay there for the night, you know?
I mean, you feel like a princess, like
but
a doll.
I stretched myself, so, you know, I'm proud of it.
I like that.
You know? Learning new things, y'all.
Do you have two models down there?
I do, and one of them's facing one way and one of them's facing the other way. So I was thinking I'm going to put one in the back and one in the front so I can look at them. These ones are right from the factory.
When you were growing up, did you ever have a doll castle?
I didn't, but I did envy the girls that did.
Me too. It was so bad.
I had a literal shoebox.
I know. I had a tissue box. I did have, you know, eventually a little dream house, but I just want to say I had a friend who had a doll castle that was up to her ceiling.
Oh.
And I was like, I went over there and I was like, oh my gosh, wanted to play it so bad. She didn't want a thing to do with it.
You know what I mean? I had friends that had all kinds of toys just littering their floor and they didn't care, and I was like, I have one cardboard box with toys in it at home.
Right?
If y'all don't want to play with your room full of toys, then at least let me clean up your room.
I wanted to clean up my friends' rooms too to see what kind of fun things they had.
And then they never wanted to play with them. It was so sacrilegious.
But they always wanted to play with what we had, which was like the great outdoors, a tree.
It's true.
An old like
animals,
and pan.
Farm animals. You know?
What? Isn't that crazy? They wanted to play in our backyard.
You want to play with what you're, you know, not used to. And then I wanted toys. I was like, why don't you just sit here for hours and brush your doll's hair?
When I was growing up, we played with a pine cone.
Yeah, you play with pine cones, rocks.
And throw them at each other. A pine cone war.
Y'all.
Yeah, those hurt.
Yeah. Or take a willow switch and stick a crabapple on the end of it and whip it at the house. Well, that got me in trouble, but that was fun.
I love that.
Fun for days. Satisfying, too.
Could you imagine living in a tower?
No.
Those are like thin. Like, where do you put everything?
And they're small.
I guess you get your food delivered to you if you're lucky.
It's more like a prison if you look at that, you know?
I know.
You can't even lay down.
Well, it's supposed to be a prison, isn't it?
Could you imagine being cooped up somewhere? Cooped up where you can't lay down ever.
Well, you think about a princess stuck in a tower, it's like a prison.
That's
what I'm thinking.
That's terrible. Princess Plumbob trapped in a tower.
And it's like let down your hair, or it's like, you know, come up and get me and someone comes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I know. That's such a deep thought, though. It's like, you might be a princess, but you're trapped.
It's true.
You are trapped, Princess
Oh
Plumbob.
no, you can't act normal.
What an interesting little roof curve right there at the end.
That's what it looked like on the
That's
Dollhouse.
cute.
Yeah. I mean, I went hard for trying to recreate every single detail.
I love that.
And the woman who, you know, what do you call it?
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, right. It's a total blank right now.
Look,
the benefactor. It's not the benefactor.
No, it's gonna stick in my craw.
Consumer. I don't know.
Something. She got you to do it.
Yeah, the woman who came and said, "Will you do this for me?"
What is that called?
She was particular.
Right.
I know.
She was a real whip cracker.
That's the worst, isn't it?
She knew exactly what she wanted, which I appreciate that, but, you know, give me a little wiggle room. I have real stones to work with, not Princess Plumbob's plastic blocks, you know what I mean?
You know, and think about that. How confident you have to be to come in, you know, guns a-blazing.
Oh, wait, here, watch this. Look what I'm doing.
I love this.
Oh, wow.
I'm flooring right here like this, and then she comes in and she's like, actually, it's the top middle floor that's like that.
No.
She did. She did.
Are you dying?
She dared. I was like, well, let's just untile it all then.
It looks so cozy, though, the way you're doing that.
Thank
It
you.
really does.
Love that.
It was very detail-oriented up in this castle.
So then you just had to get rid of all that?
I did. I had to put wooden floor down there, if I recall
That
correctly.
had to have been hard.
It was, but you know what? Ronan never complains. He never complains a lick.
I love that about him.
Me too.
I forget what I was saying.
Oh, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
No, it's okay.
You
She
know.
comes in with a weird idea, confident as can be.
Yeah, not even at all insecure that this might be considered very strange to ask for.
You know, that is a lesson to
A
live
lesson
by.
for life. A lesson for
Just
life.
be confident in what you want.
Stop
Mom.
second guessing it. If you want it,
You know, I heard she rode a motorcycle.
she does. A big chopper.
She does.
A big chopper.
Yeah.
What do they call those golden
wing.
Gold
wing
wing.
chopper, y'all.
You know, you're sitting on those pretty much doing a split. I'm telling you.
It's true. It's like a Clydesdale horse. You know what I mean? Anyway, I was going to say, she is a character and a half. She had one of those pointed princess hats.
No.
Yeah.
She wore it to this. She wore it to this. She did.
Okay.
It was like 2 feet tall and it had a tassel coming out the one end. I was like, what are you doing, girl? You do you. You do you. I won't judge. But I did.
Well, not well. I was judging a little
You
bit.
know what I mean.
I'm going to judge a little bit for this reason.
Can I tell you?
Wow.
Did you see? Because
No.
she had circle blush on her cheeks.
Circle blush.
Are you wearing the pointed crown and not like the
A
queen
crown.
crown?
That's so true.
Like, we'll have a little
Be the
paper
princess.
hat.
Why'd you want the dunce cap with the tassel?
Right?
I
You
don't
know.
know.
Is that a reality?
Really? I'm just thinking about that now.
A dunce hat?
Yeah, they would give that to people to wear in classrooms.
Is that
I
a
heard.
reality for a princess hat, though?
No, a princess hat is probably just to make them look taller. Like, you know, they say those aliens with the conical shaped heads, tucking them underneath the princess hats.
Yes.
People are starting rumors up in Strangerville.
What?
Hadn't you heard?
Ew.
Didn't you hear what they were saying about it? Oh my
Gross.
goodness, I'm sweating.
Me too. I'm confused.
She did not have a pointed head underneath her hat.
How do you know?
Did
Because
you ever see her without it?
Oh, yeah. Actually,
yeah,
yes.
she was wearing, you
Oh, you
know,
did?
she's wearing like an investigator cap.
can't
with
wear-
her builds.
You
She
can't
wore
wear
a
a
lot.
paper cone hat while you're on a motorcycle. Did she have a helmet?
She did. She
Okay.
did.
Was it normal? Like, I mean,
It was. It was not cone
Is it
shaped.
Was it
cone shaped?
conical. Is it conical? Conical? What is it?
I don't know.
I
I would say
don't know.
comical.
Okay.
Comical, conical.
Right.
You know?
That flows off the tongue, you know.
It does. So anyway, she's like, put us down here, put us down there. She's like, I want it to be factory perfect. And then what we're going to do is you're going to take this photograph I have from my childhood where I
Yeah.
did this toy up. And you're going to put down the stickers. I had artisans like from around the world working on this stuff. You don't even know what she had me asking people for.
I mean, that's your reputation on the line, you know.
It really was. I don't think I'll ever take a test like this again, but don't sign me up for that because you know what?
Never say never, though.
Never
It's
say
true.
never.
You never know.
You never do know.
We have clients of all types.
And you know what? I love every single one of them. I might give them side-eye every once in a while, but I do, you know, I find the world interesting when it's filled with interesting people.
now you got 3 of these replicas going around.
I do, and you know why? Because I was having a hard time seeing what in the hootie heck was going on inside of them. They're so small. Now, I was thinking about getting an enlarged version of the model, but then I was like, I'm going to pay someone to make a medium-sized one, and then I'm going to make a bigger-sized one. I was like,
That's what I was thinking.
there's the budget for
You
it.
almost think, though, the tinier ones would be harder because of all those little tiny details.
It was harder. It really was. Like, I know they have a factory that just pushes them out, but if I had to do that myself, my word, it was much easier to just delegate responsibility to the local artisans.
That's true.
That's a cute poem there, though. You know.
I know. I was so
That's so
excited.
fitting.
I was so excited to get that put in there.
The idea of living in a castle is something else.
There's not even a kitchen.
I've never loved the style of a castle. It's very cold. The stone stops you from feeling the sun sort of vibe.
Yeah, like
You
a
know.
defense. This one has real arrow slits in it, apparently,
Really?
where you can shoot arrows from it if you so
Oh, my
desire.
goodness.
Well, isn't that weird?
I've never seen a bow and arrow in my entire life. I don't know why I would be doing that. You know what I mean?
You haven't.
I mean, not in real life.
I mean, have you ever been with Tessa? She loves shooting
No,
arrows.
she does not.
Oh yeah,
That's
she
my
does.
sister, y'all.
I remember when we were younger, she had like a plastic toy kit set of it, but I didn't know she moved on to the real deal.
She's an archer now.
Oh, is she though? She would be
On the
too.
weekends.
She would be. Does she wear that armband thing?
Yep, she's part of the
course.
honor guard. You know,
Oh my goodness.
she has the
What
flags.
don't they do?
I
You know?
know. Now
Such-
this cute little window you have going on there.
Lottie helped me with this one because
That's
let me
adorable.
tell you.
Well, you called me up, but you know, you put it together, girl.
Oh, thank you. I did have to call a few people and say, can you bring this bric-a-brac? Can you bring that? And they
Where
did.
is this at, by the way?
This is in, I think, Windenburg.
What am I looking at here? It's like a big old step up in the front.
Well,
Stone.
yeah, it's like the maze area of Windenburg.
Is it?
It is.
That's a good place for a castle.
You know, and it has a beautiful view of the mountains.
I know, I was going to say, like those snow-capped mountains, that's a good touch.
Look at me here trying to figure out, like, well, what am I missing? Something needs something. I don't know.
That's cute.
She's like, put out my old piggy bank, will you? And I'm like,
Oh,
all right.
All right, but I got to replicate it because I can't
I
just
know.
grow it.
Yeah, know what I mean. I gotta get someone to replicate this thing out of paper mache.
Were they, was it a pain in the, you know?
Chookus, it certainly was. You know what I mean?
Because think about that. Not only are you dealing with all the stuff you have to build, but then you got to get like people outside of your circle making stuff, and then you got to have all the trucks coming in this little tiny area of Windenburg.
It was something. It really was. And it was the most hardest part about it was staying true to her vision.
Well, this is cute.
Thank
Those
you.
little snow-capped mountains in the back, little dinosaur on top.
Oh, unicorn.
There's a knot light right there.
Exactly.
It still gives off light.
The stickers back there, that little cat sticker, is so true.
Kids
The
are always
Dollhouse.
putting stickers on things.
I know I was, and then I was really upset with myself when they were crooked.
You know what I mean?
I know.
I was like a little finicky child.
Oh, I could see that. You poor thing.
I had to be perfect.
Are your children like that now?
Not really. They know they can, get another one from me or their father.
Oh, that's so cute.
They're not worried, and I don't want them to be.
No, they
You
shouldn't
know,
be.
OCD as a little child is not fun.
No.
Let them be careless.
Let them be careless for once in a
Look at that
while.
little dungeon. I mean, that's a little creepy that you had to build that, but cute. It's got little toys in it.
It was the dungeon of her imagination.
You did so good.
Thank you.
Good work, Angeline.
I mean,
Perfect.
well, you know what I mean.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Thank you.